Hey everybody, this is Monty, and Channel 5 is reporting that a bolt of lightning has enough energy to toast 100,000 pieces of bread.
Wow. Hello, everyone. I'm Tiff, and Channel 5 is reporting that the average person will spend 6 months of their life waiting for a red light to turn green.
Lord have mercy. Wow. Well, guys, we're here. Channel 5 is kicking off. Very excited. Let's get the elephant out of the room. I forgot to get Tiff her hat. So.
Oh, you wanted to bring it up before I brought it up.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm saying now. So that's why. So next time you see Tiff, she will have her hat. Let's just.
Yes.
But
I'm
shout out to everybody
about our merch. I'm really excited about it.
Shout out everybody been supporting the hats. Okay, so put it like this. People are like, I'm gonna post. Hold on. What I want you guys to do, take a selfie in the hat and send it to me, because I want to kind of do a collage of everybody in the hats, and we're gonna post it, kind of get a little circulation with that. But that's really cool that y'all doing that. So,
yes, that would be dope.
Yes, super dope. So we're going to get into it. Channel 5, we're going to talk about some topics, hit some things, and some current events. And so we're not going to do, it's not a gossip thing, but there are some things that have happened that we kind of have to address. And one of them is the sudden and tragic passing of one Mr. Kevin Samuels. Now, very controversial public figure. Some people that when you say his name will kind of give you a quick, they call him polarizing. So let me ask you first, Tiff, as he was living, what were kind of your thoughts on the things he spoke about or how he spoke about them?
Okay, so it's really the how, right? So like you said, there was controversy surrounding him every single time he went online, right? If I'm honest, I didn't agree with his delivery. I'll say that. I didn't agree with, a good portion of his views, right? And it was mainly so the delivery. And I don't know if people realize that, prior to him passing, he kind of went hard on women, so to speak, particularly Black women. I had an issue with his delivery and some of the things that he would say. But in the beginning, his focus was actually on the men.
Yep.
And I don't know what happened, if maybe it wasn't as receptive, he didn't have a lot of views. I don't really know what changed that. But eventually his target became women. So I will say that a lot of times I tuned in, and some of the women who took it upon themselves to go on his live, they got what he gave what he needed to give in that moment. So in those particular cases, I think sometimes the women set themselves up. And I won't say that everything that he said was wrong, but his delivery always kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah. Very condescending.
Yes.
To the point,
demeaning at times.
I would say
yes.
Insulting and demeaning. You could really
yes.
say that as well. And that's the thing. He did get on brothers, but so for those that don't know, put it like this: the last thing I heard him say was, "If you're a woman that's 35 or over, be prepared to share a man because you're a leftover."
Leftover.
And I was just like, bro. And the thing
that takes me completely out the game.
Right. See, so it's triggering. If the word is triggering.
Yes.
And I remember I heard him way early on. I heard him say some stuff, and it was on Black women. And I remember saying to myself, at first I was like, bro, what are you doing? But then I was like, you know what? I said, I bet this takes off. I remember that. No, I didn't. Yes. I didn't really follow him a whole lot, but just being on social media, some things would pop up, and he was very much, he would say some things, and it was an accountability factor that would be okay. But at the end of the day, I could not really embrace the way he spoke to people, the way he spoke to Black women.
Yes.
I just didn't really appreciate it. But then, like you said, it's like this. If you get a call from somebody and they say, hey, let's go on the Maury Povich show. All right, you pretty much know So I didn't understand some women that would go on the show. I'm like, don't even go on this show. But
Why are you there? Why are you there? And also, if you really loathe him that much, why are you following him? No one is making you follow him. No one is making you tune in. And if you really disagree with what he's doing or how he's doing it, why are you there? And for sure, why would you dial in to be on his live? Why would you do this? This is what I didn't understand.
You walking into the lion's den. And
yeah, why?
That's why I really, again, I just, for me, it was just not for me, but then you would see somebody post a clip and a woman is on there, not, she's of her free will. And well, I got this and I got that. So what do you think? He just kind of
the rating thing too, he would ask you to rate yourself, and then he would like tear you to shreds after that, like so that was one thing. I'm just like, oh, it was really cringy at times. But what I will say, it was kind of like what we see on social media and even on reality TV. It was like this, like like we don't really want to see, but there is at times there was an entertaining aspect to what he was doing. And so people continued to engage no matter how disgusted they were.
And the real thing is, it was marketing, because I had never seen anybody, not even a black man, anybody kind of come at black women in that way. So you would hear him say something, you'd be like, oh, what? And then, it would mushroom from there. I would say this, probably my other big issue though is the ripple effect, because you would see other guys start trying to emulate this.
Oh God.
Oh, when you go out with a girl, ask her what her dress size is, stuff like that. And I'm
telling you right now, if I go on a date and somebody asks me about my dress size, give this man a check, and you want to walk, because I'm leaving. I'm about to go. Like, don't ask me anything crazy like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then there was the terms high value man, high value woman, and are you high value? How much money you making? And so many. It just, I would go on like Clubhouse sometimes, and that's all people would talk about. And it's just like, boy, I think we are kind of losing, what's really important in the perspective of this. And so we say that all, and unfortunately, it's been a week or two, I think. He
since his passing.
Passed very suddenly. And that of course again had a whole ripple effect, and with some people, and some things out there. And of course the internet's gonna be the internet. But and the crazy part is, since he's passed, I've seen him in other things, and just kind of motivational things outside of his own show.
Really?
Really spoke well and articulate about motivating yourself. And I kind of hate that other persona, which he's responsible for,
this is what he wanted to be known as. This is the persona he built up for himself.
And it's like, again, like I said, he marketed it, so that's what it was. But it's like, man, brother, I really wish you would have done more of this other stuff. Instead of catering kind of to the lowest common denominator. But that's just me,
What bothers me, and I just have to go ahead and say this, since he passed, because obviously he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And so since his passing, the internet is gone crazy. And some of the comments that I've seen from Black women, mainly, who raised these people? Okay, because I am able to coexist in a world with other people who I may or may not agree with things that they have to say. I don't have to agree with your views or your opinions in order for me to coexist in this world. And if I do not agree, and you so happen to have an untimely death, I'm not going to I'm not gonna be happy or grateful at your demise. Like, I mean, they were like rejoicing, right? And that is just really insane to me. It's like, it's not okay to do on any level. This is still a life lost, regardless of how he chose to live it. It was a life lost, and I will never praise someone's demise no matter how I feel about their views and opinions. And so seeing that was really disheartening to me, honestly. I just was really kind of disturbed, like, come on, like
Yeah.
this is really not okay. And I mean, if I'm honest, don't nobody want to tussle. Please don't come up here trying to tussle with me. But I will be honest. I'm not. I didn't have a feeling one way or the other.
Mhm.
Is that fair to say?
I
I wasn't mourning, but I also was not rejoicing either. So one way or another, I wasn't affected. But I'm certainly not going to be, this is what he gets, or all of some of the things that I was saying and that I heard people saying, and it was really disappointing to see for me.
I totally agree, especially for someone you don't personally know. Like,
You
I
don't
mean,
know.
that ain't good to do, period. You know what I'm saying? But Kevin Samuels, all these people rejoicing, you don't know Kevin Samuels. He ain't done nothing to you personally. Again, I don't agree with him, but
No, at all.
I'm not going to rejoice that the man, I mean,
No.
people were way out of line with that.
And when that man got off his live, he turned that computer off and he didn't think about you no more. And
That's what I mean.
why are you like tossing and turning and losing sleep over what Kevin Samuels is saying? Like, come on now. Like,
Right. You're letting somebody in your head that
yes,
is rent-free living. That
rent-free.
And let me tell you, we're about to move on, but
Yeah.
let me tell you one of the craziest things I heard. A guy, because guys, I think men like to just gold women, especially black women, and say incendiary stuff. But one guy was like, "Wow, Kevin Samuels is gone. Who's going to lead us now?" I said, "Brother,
are you serious? Jesus."
I said, if Kevin Samuels is the leader in the short time you've been, I mean, for you, I was like, bro, I hope you.
Is this your king?
Yeah, I'm like.
Is this your king?
Yeah. Really, I had to go in Baku on him. I'm like, no, don't, come on now. So, very much condolences to his family. Again, his mother. I really hurt for his mother that she found it out on.
Yeah, that's awful. That's really awful.
Somebody's child, that's terrible.
And you know what else? She's already lost her child, right? And now she has to be subject to all of the things that people are saying negatively about her son. And I can only imagine that that's not a good position to hold. It's just, he's gone. Allow the man to rest, in peace. Just, let it go. He's not here anymore, and that's fine. But I did want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Because he talked so much about, like you said, high value men and high value women, right? Mm-hmm. What bothered me is what I saw mostly was all based on material things that make you a high value. So just a question to you, what do you believe makes a high value man and or high value woman?
That's a great question. Great question. And in my clubhouse symposium I gave one day, I literally just got tired of it. And I said, listen, you got to have a bag, you better have the money and all this and stuff, and you better look a certain way. And I said, okay, what if I got the bag now, but a year from now I don't have it?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I was like, y'all, I don't know how many rich people you know, but it's an up and down. Like, don't everybody just have $50 million in the bank forever? What if I lose a little bit? You gonna stay with me? Yeah. And fellas, okay, you got that Instagram model now. What if she gained 20 pounds? You gonna leave her then? I'm like,
right.
Sure, we all want stability. We all want somebody to look nice, but I was like, that is such a small fraction of it. Okay. I was like, somebody that's going to be there.
Very surface, very surface.
Right. Like, do you understand them vows you take when you get married? In sickness or in health? What if I got the bag now I get sick? You gonna take care of me? You gonna leave me? You know what I mean? Richer or poor, all of these things. Yeah. Of course, when I started talking like that, it got real quiet in the room.
Oh yeah.
Because I said,
I can't get no help in this church.
Right, I know. Where my organ at? Yeah, I ain't getting no.
Yeah. Amen, Wall.
I said, that's the value. The value is that I'm in it for the long haul with you, no matter what. You're in it for the long haul with me. Yeah. And we're gonna ride this thing out. And I said, yes, we want to be successful. Yeah. But I just know this life, I was like, have y'all paid attention? I'm like, y'all, all these couples goals that y'all got and want to be on the beach and taking pictures and stuff. That is a small portion of what real life is. And so to me, high value is just knowing that I can trust you, you can trust me, and you got my back no matter what. If I'm the richest man in the world or if I'm the poorest man in the world, at least put it like this. If I'm the poorest man in the world, it ain't gonna be for long, okay?
Yeah.
Because you know, that's it. Trust me that I'm going to. So that's what's your definition?
I mean, okay, so again, I like, it was very surface. A lot of what I was hearing, it was very surface. It was a lot of times based on the bag and based on material things that made you high value. But I think value depends on the person and what it is that you hold true and what the things that you value, right? So, I mean, a bag is fine, but do you know how many like rich dirt bags I've been around? You know what I mean?
Right.
So like that doesn't, that part, you know, that's a part, but it's not the biggest part, right? It's great for you to have a bag, but if you are not self or social aware, if you don't have a certain level of maturity, like there's so many other things that I value, you know, over those material things. There, you know, stability is just one part of it, but there, you know, like I said, being self and social aware and being mature, and of course, good hygiene and taking care of yourself. All of those, you know, kind of things are important. And like I said, I've seen some people with a nice hefty bag and didn't have nothing else going on. And to me, that they're not high value. They just a man with money.
Really. Like
That's it.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I have
no morals, no integrity. Yeah. Those are high value qualities.
Right. I mean, and I have in Las Vegas, I mean, I have spoken to some of the most beautiful and gorgeous idiots I've ever seen in my life. I mean, did you graduate?
Yeah.
Like,
at all.
Like just simple stuff, but okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna move it on, guys. We're gonna another series. We're gonna lighten it up in a minute, but another story in the news that kind of just broke. If you don't know, there is a WNBA basketball player. Her name is Brittney Griner, and she is currently being detained in Russia. And we didn't even know she was being detained. It was a situation at the airport where right now, I'm going to say allegedly, because she's not had her day in court, allegedly some sort of, I don't know, vapor, hookah, whatever they caught her with. And she's been
something that they deemed as paraphernalia.
Yeah, right, that. And so Russia, and with all this crazy stuff with Ukraine, Russia has her and she's being held. And they just today extended another 30 days of her being held because she was trying to get on home arrest or house arrest, whatever. Get out and they don't even, a lot of people don't know where she even is yet within Russia, and they feel like Russia's trying to make a play for some sort of exchange. And I'm reading it right now today, Tiff. I didn't even get a chance to say this. Russia wants merchant of death in exchange for Brittney Griner. And so this is what
what does that mean?
So they're looking to swap her out for a convicted arms trafficker named Victor Bout, or B-O-U-T, however you say his name. And so basically Russia has a basketball player, for us, and they want a notorious arms dealer back, and this is where we are. Any thoughts on when you heard this story, what you think about this, because this is crazy?
Okay, so initially, we all know what was going on. You know, Putin was finna set it off. You know, there was a whole situation. And this is when this happened, when they were evacuating and being told to leave Russia in the first place. Yeah. So my initial thoughts was, girl, why are you even still there? Like, get out of there and get out of there now, right? And so I thought it was unfortunate that, you know, she was detained, especially with what was happening at the time. But I thought that it was even more unfortunate that nobody from the US like made like a frenzy about it, and to get her from over there. Like the fact that she is still there is really crazy to me. And what I think
let me just say, so So people don't know these basketball players do. They play in Russia.
Playing exactly.
People might be like, why was she in there in the first place?
Yeah.
In the off season, they play different countries, so she played in Russia before. So go ahead, Tiff.
Yes, and so what I believe is that Russia is or was or is attempting to make an example maybe out of her.
Yep.
But now here's the problem. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. She's not much of an example because she's Black.
Well, talk about it.
Yeah, so, and I think that if she was other, there would have been a little bit of dust kicked, on her behalf. I think that there would have been a little bit more effort on the U.S. part to get her from over there and bring her back home. So they think that they are making an example, and I don't think the U.S. cares too much.
Yeah, no, that's, I like that. I like that,
Yeah.
Because again, she's been there since kind of like the start of the year.
Yes.
And no one said anything from like the story broke in like March or something.
It's like, yo, Joe.
Like, hey, I'm
What's
like,
up?
Joe, we didn't do it.
Yeah.
We didn't do it, Joe. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, wow. I mean, and so it's really, you know what? I didn't think about that, but hey, I feel like you're right. If it was a tennis star or something
along those lines, there would have been a little bit more effort on the U.S. part.
Yeah. So now, so like I said, Russia to me is trying to get a whole different kind of guy. Like she's not a war criminal, nothing like that. I'm like, this is but this is Putin, so Lord knows what's going through that man's head. But
all of us, LeBron would not be over there still. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Hey, none of the Lakers. I don't think none of the Lakers.
King James, they would have had him back over in on U.S. soil pronto.
Well, maybe Dwight. But then, no, that's true. That's true. So hopefully we get resolved with that. And we want to finish up this episode. Now, y'all, I don't have time. Maybe on the bonus episode, I don't have the time to tell you about my first plane trip since the pandemic. But anime.
I can't wait for him to talk about it. I can't wait.
I had to tell her, but anime done been all over the world since we've last been on. So
I've been moving around a little bit, so we can talk about our travel.
Yeah. What is your favorite vacation destination spot?
Okay, so I think at the time we were still doing our favorite scenes, and I may have touched on it a bit, but I went to St. Lucia and fell in love. Okay. It is by far one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. And I would go back every year if I can. Like, it is so amazing. So St. Lucia, for those, if you have not had the opportunity to go, you should add that to your bucket list of places that you want to travel to. What would you say? Like, what would be your ideal place to go?
I just want to say, if the Travel Advisory Board of St. Lucia is listening, she almost had me sold going down there. She fucked it up. For places I've already been, I was so surprised how much I love London. I went to London.
Yes.
Oh, it was just amazing. I'm a history guy. I love going to Europe because Europe's got so much history to it. And you kind of read these things, the people aren't kind of friendly. No, everybody was cool. It was so much to see. I did not get enough time there. I really enjoy. I know, it's not like people think you're tropical locale, but if you really like seeing, I mean, just culture and history, I loved it.
And I haven't made it to London, but I definitely want to. Just to think about even the architecture and things like that that's in London. Like, I would just love to see that. I would love to.
Where haven't you been that you'd like to go? Okay,
so here's the thing. I want to go everywhere, Monty. Like, and in no particular order. We can say that. Like, there is not a place that I do not want to visit. If I can make it everywhere, that is the goal for me to do. I want to make it everywhere and in no particular order.
Yes.
And when we really discuss these travels, maybe on the next episode, I gotta put you in on some insight that I've learned about traveling since
right.
we last spoke, right?
I wish you would have put it to me before I left, because
Yes.
Y'all, I went 3 hours away in Lord Jesus. But
Yeah.
you know what? Before the pandemic, I was supposed to go to Tokyo and
Yeah.
pandemic wiped that out. So that's still on my list. And Africa. People be like, where in
Oh,
Africa?
for sure.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Yeah,
Um,
I definitely want to go. El Salvador is something that's just been in my like brain lately.
Yeah.
And so I definitely want to make my way to El Salvador, but you know I want to go back to the motherland. You know, I can't wait. Take me home.
And Tiff like to go someplace to show off her little swoosh. Tiff go to these St. Lucia places, 42 swimsuits, a short set, and something for the evening. Me, I got on a sweater. I'm like, well, I ain't good, but you know, that's
I literally, I remember like the staff was like, you've been here for a week and like you have not worn the same thing twice, like at all. And I'm like, yeah, no, I didn't come out here for all that.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I came out here to wear some stuff. And so I found myself like, the staff was like waiting to see what I was gonna wear to dinner. They were like, we wanted to see what you're gonna wear tonight. And I'm like, yeah.
No, she come to play, y'all. She come to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So guys, thank you. This is the first episode. We are packed. There's a lot of people wanting to come on. I hope you guys enjoy the first episode. Of course, next time again, Tiff will have her hat, y'all. Don't worry about that.
Y'all see how I do me?
Yeah. See, no, because people are gonna come up to me like, why did you have a hat?
And they should. I encourage it. But send him a message and ask him why you get my stuff.
Please, yes. Stay with us though. Channel 5, we got more coming. Gonna be very excited to give you some more shows. But again, we talk about current events, things like that. We will still cover some music too. A lot of things we do, but we just wanted a broader base. But thank y'all, Mighty Sharp Network. Please stay with us. Also, again, guys, people keep asking me, the We Seen It show has its own feed because we're doing way too many shows for that. So that's why you got to subscribe to We Seen It. So that's why we need them subscribes up. But please stay to Mighty Sharp. Got way more stuff coming. Tiff, appreciate you so much. All right. Definitely. We'll see you again, guys. Y'all know what to do. Be blessed and stay sharp.
Brothers, how you doing? Sisters, are you all right? The world's going crazy. Things just aren't right. Brothers, how you doing? Sisters, are you all right? The world's going crazy. Things just aren't right.